Hello everyone, my name is Burak. I'm an investment and immigration advisor for foreigners in Turkey. In today's episode, I'm going to give you information about family residence permits. If you are a Turkish citizen or if you are a foreigner living in Turkey with a valid residence permit, your spouse and your dependent children can apply for the family residence permit. Family residence permit duration depends on the duration of the main sponsor's residence permit. For example, if a foreigner has a 2 years work permit, then the spouse and the dependent children of that foreigner can apply to the family residence permit for up to 2 years. For the spouse and dependent children of Turkish citizens, the family residence permit can be taken for up to 3 years. To be eligible for family residence permit, these 3 conditions must be met. First of all, there must be a sponsor. The sponsor can be a Turkish citizen or it can be a foreigner with a valid residence permit in Turkey. Note that usually the government officers, they want the foreigner to have a work permit so that the family members can apply for the family residence permit. The second condition is that the sponsor should have sufficient income for the expenditure of the family members. Usually it is set at minimum wage for each family member. And the final condition is that the family members shouldn't pose a public health threat or they shouldn't have a criminal record. To apply for a family residence permit, you need to follow these steps. First of all, you need to register the online form on the website of the immigration, which is e-ikamet.goc.gov.tr. When you make the application, also you need to take an appointment date. In Istanbul and in Ankara, you complete the appointment and then the government informs you about your appointment date. In all other cities, you can choose your appointment date and appointment time. After you take the appointment and when your appointment date comes, you need to prepare your document and you need to go to the appointment. The required documents for family residence permit are those. First of all, you need to have the copy of the online application form. Secondly, you need to have your passport with you and also you need to have photocopy of your passport ID page, photocopy of your visa and also the photocopy of the last entry stamp to Turkey. Third of all, you will need 4 biometric photos of the applicant for the family residence permit and you need to have 4 photos for the sponsor. And after that, you need to have proof of health insurance coverage in Turkey. This can be a private insurance or it can be the social security insurance of the government in Turkey. And also you need to present the receipt of the residence permit tax and also the payment receipt of the residence permit card. If you enter Turkey without a visa, also you should pay the visa fee and you should also present the tax of the receipt of the visa tax. And after that, you need to show the proof of income of the Turkish sponsor. And or if it is a foreigner with a work permit, then you need to show the proof of income. It can be bank account statement or it can be, if the sponsor is working, it can be the salary slip of the foreigner. Also, you need to show the citizenship card of the sponsor or the work permit of the sponsor. After that, you need to show the document which shows the family relationship. So if it is a spouse who is applying, then you need to show the marriage certificate. And if the applicant is a dependent children, then you need to show the birth certificate which shows that there is a family connection. When you present those documents, the marriage certificate or the birth certificate, you need to have apostille and you need to translate it into Turkish and the translation needs to be notarized. If there is no apostille, you can get a stamp from your country's embassy in Turkey And after that, you can get it validated at the kaymakamlık and you can translate and notarize. Also, you need to show the address registration document of the sponsor and you can get it on e-Devlet. Also, if the sponsor is Turkish, you need to show the proof of birth certificate which is taken from e-Devlet. It's also called vukuatlı nüfus kayıt örneği. And if the sponsor is a Turkish or is a work permit holder, the government asks for Social Security Coverage document. In Turkish, it is called SGK Provizyon or SGK Provizyon belgesi. And finally, if the sponsor is Turkish or a work permit holder, you need to show the Social Security Service breakdown document, which is in Turkish called SGK Hizmet Dökümü. This document can be taken online from e-Devlet. When you have all those documents in your folder, you need to go to the appointment and you need to submit those documents. There are some important considerations that you need to keep in your mind when applying for a family residence permit. First of all, family residence permit doesn't grant the right to work in Turkey. If a family residence permit holder wants to work in Turkey, then that person needs to apply for a separate work permit. Secondly, if the sponsor's residence permit gets cancelled or expires, then the family residence permit of the spouse and the dependent children will also be cancelled. Third of all, as long as the sponsor keeps his eligibility and as long as the spouse has a valid residence permit in Turkey, then the family residence permit can be renewed. And finally, the children who are above 18 years old or other family members are not eligible for residence permits with the family type. These people need to apply for other residence permit types that are okay for them. By following these steps, you can successfully obtain a family residence permit for your family members in Turkey. Also note that you need to be very careful while preparing the documents and you need to be sure that you have all the documents in your file. If you have missing documents, then in the appointment the government officer will give you extra 30 days to complete the missing files. If you have any questions, you can always contact me and you can comment it below the video and I will reply you. Thank you very much for watching this video and I would appreciate a lot if you can subscribe to my channel for the future videos. I wish you a great stay for you and for your family in Turkey.